There are actually people on top of that gray line bus.
Wow, what troopers, man. It's freezing.
37 degrees outside here on this.
That should be illegal. Get them.
On this Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve. Welcome into Mornings on Main Street. I am Chris Yao. Justin Kulik is alongside. And yeah, what troopers, man?
Man, that's too cold. Too cold. That's usually, I only get that term. I only hear that term whenever I'm on the basketball court. Too cold.
Exactly. Like, too legit to quit.
Yes, that's another guy that I know. Yep.
There was a rock version of Ice Ice Baby.
Really?
At one point, and
at one point,
yeah, and that was part of it. It was too cold, too cold.
Hey, that's funny. You said it used to be. They got rid of every single copy.
They did. I don't think it exists anymore. Go out there and look. I bet you can't find it.
Yeah, it's like it didn't even exist. No, just kidding.
Oh man, what a great day it is. A beautiful day in downtown Nashville, as you can see. The official bird, the crane, is alive and well this morning.
Duck crane.
Yeah. And we have a lot of exciting things to get into today. Looking forward to it. We've got top stories coming up here in just a few moments. But yeah, Justin, it's Thanksgiving Eve.
No, I'm so pumped, dude. I had this conversation with Zach yesterday, but what's your go-to plate? Like everything on the first plate for the first, helpings, I guess.
If I could build my ideal plate,
mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna, it depends. Okay, first of all, you gotta tell me how the turkey is cooked.
Okay, it's cooked to where like it's not living anymore. There's no feathers or anything. Let's see.
Are we smoking it? Are we deep frying it?
Oven probably. Yeah.
Oven? Yeah. The turkey's not on the plate. Yeah.
You don't like oven turkey?
No, it's dry and it's not good.
It is kind of dry.
I want deep fried or smoked turkey, either one. All right. I'm probably going to get a piece of ham because I'm going to have, it's going to be Dr. Pepper ham. So it's going to be real sweet on there. Yeah, of course.
I've never had that.
You've never had, oh man, just pour Dr. Pepper on top of the ham before you cook it overnight.
Yeah.
On 175 just all night long. And when you get it the next morning, it just falls. Exactly. It just falls apart, and it's perfect for biscuits and that sort of thing. But it's also really good. It's also really good at Thanksgiving. Then I'm going to go with, of course, my corn casserole.
CC.
Squash
CC,
casserole.
Yeah.
Squash casserole.
Oh, you're a big casserole guy. I mean, who is
dude?
Who is it?
I'm all about every casserole because, listen, if you just throw it all in a pot, throw some cheese in it, it's probably going to be good. I don't even care what it is.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Let's see here. I would probably do some sweet potatoes, like a sweet potato casserole or sweet potato, whatever. It's like, I don't like pecans on it. I want the mushrooms. Marshmallows, not mushrooms. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
marshmallows on the sweet potato. And gosh, I'm trying to think of all the things that we normally have. Probably going to go. We don't really have any potatoes of any kind. So
like ever, or just, or you're saying like for in general?
Yeah, like typically at Thanksgiving, we don't have like any type of potatoes. Of course, macaroni and cheese. Sorry.
Nice.
So yeah, that's a good 2 meat, 3 vegetables, 0 greens on there.
Right.
If we had some turnip greens or some mixed greens, I'd be all for it. But typically that's just not. The only other thing is like green beans or green bean casserole, and I'm just not here for that. So, how do you feel about green bean casserole?
I like green. I like green beans. But really, I like the green beans from KFC. So I don't know if that's.
Those aren't even any good for you.
Right.
like
they completely take all the good stuff, which is probably why it tastes so good. But I like salad. I like a good salad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to eat enough spinach dip ahead of time
There you go.
for
See,
the greens.
exactly, and that, which could some could argue that that's a casserole.
I mean, I guess it's a dip, but yeah, I mean,
That's
if you
a dip
if
family.
you cook it though, like some people cook their spinach casserole or spinach dip. I don't cook my spinach dip,
Mm.
but there are folks who do.
You do it like
You know,
Popeye, just straight out of the can.
yes, actually, and then
You're like, yeah. You're like, how do you think I got this swole?
I really know what you're at. Oh my God, look at that. It's
Well, let's ask these guns.
no, if you go to restaurants, they typically they bring it out and it's hot, especially like Chili's. I
Yeah,
think Chili's does a really good spinach dip.
Chili's is such a great place, man.
It's super underrated
It
and
is. The
it gets a
deals are
bad rep.
ridiculous. Yeah,
All the fast casual places get kind of a bad rep, but they're
They're-
consistent
yeah.
and they're not bad.
And you know what? If they are bad, they're consistently bad.
Exactly, and you know what you're getting going in.
Right. They tore down an Applebee's not too long ago in my hometown, and still reeling from it.
Listen, I had Applebee's 2 nights ago.
It's great. I mean, it's just
2 for 24.
I'm not a huge drinker, but they have beer of the month, and it's $2 for whatever beer it is. I mean, that's just cheap,
I think it's O'Charlie's has like $5 margaritas right now, or something like that.
See, margaritas, they're very hit or miss for me.
Yeah, you really you don't know what you're gonna get.
Right.
But I remember when Applebee's had like $1 Long Island iced teas.
Oh, I do remember that too. I remember that.
And we were in
Dangerous.
Gatlinburg and sitting at the bar eating one night, and this lady had several of those and literally fell asleep at the bar. Like fell asleep at the Applebee's.
I'm gonna take a nap right here.
So the manager eventually had to come and basically carry her out. It was brutal.
At the job I had before this one, we went to Chili's on a Friday, I believe it was, or Saturday. It was, I was managing a team, and I got the company card to take them out for something that we had done, or like an achievement or something. And it was a celebratory one, so most of us got a drink, and the waitress came up to me and said, "What would you like?" I said, "A Bud Light or Miller Lite," I can't remember. And she said, "Okay, it's 2 for 1," and she brought both of them at the same time.
No.
And honestly, for some reason that got me so hyped. And also, she said it's all day. Like, it's not within a window of time.
Yeah.
It's all day. So I got made fun of because of this for a long time. When she said that, I went like this.
Strap in. Kim Van Atta of the Tennessee Highway Safety Office would be very proud of you.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No, yeah.
That is interesting, man.
Yeah.
I don't want both of my drinks at the same time because
It's
one of
so
them is going to get
impractical.
warm.
Absolutely. It's the most impractical thing ever. But for some reason, dude, when they bring both, I just get so hyped. Like,
you're like, I've got to drink this first one so the second one is still cold.
Exactly. And then I'll see you in a minute.
Chug, chug, chug.
Right. What you do at work, right?
One of the things that I'm going to miss this year about Thanksgiving and not being at my grandparents' is the Wednesday before. So tonight, what would typically happen is I would drive down and I would stop at an ABC store in Montgomery and get a different, unique bottle of whiskey to share with my cousins who we sit up and play cards all night and just have a good time, and usually it's something that I've never had or they've never had, and so I usually get to get a chance to try a new whiskey,
right?
And so unfortunately I will not be able to do that tonight, and I'm really, really sad about it.
That is super sad. Are they going to continue this tradition without you? Because I don't think they should.
They probably won't because
we don't even like. I'm just kidding.
They probably don't, but I've had some really good ones over the course of time. So
yeah, do you remember which one you got last year?
Last year was Evan Williams single barrel.
Green Label.
No, it was just a single barrel, and I've never for whatever reason, I never had it because every time I would get Evan Williams, I would get bottled in bond because it's $20 and it's the best. It's the best whiskey you can get for under $20, in my opinion.
Really?
But the single barrel was like 35, so I was like, we'll try it, and it was really good. We had a good time with it. So
nice. That's awesome.
So I may find my way to a store here in Columbia today and continue the tradition. I don't know. I've got about 50 bottles in my closet, so I could probably just grab one of those that I haven't opened yet.
You could continue it with Sarah, right? Correct? Is that?
Yeah, she can actually. She's not going to drink whiskey, but
right. Oh, that's true. Yeah,
she's not a whiskey drinker, but I've tried. Trust me.
I also am not a huge whiskey fan. Just the taste of it, and it sucks because being a guy, like, you run into a lot of situations where, similar to what you said, somebody brings whiskey and it's a great bonding moment between homies. I just hate the taste of it. It tastes like rust to me. And not that I've had rust a lot in my life to eat or anything, but I just assume that's what it tastes like.
I would be interested, because sometimes it depends on the person that you're drinking with. They have to know what they're doing.
Yes.
And so there are some good starters out there. Like I could probably find you 5 to 10 that you would enjoy. I bet you I could find probably 5 or 10 that you would enjoy.
Because there are a couple that I have tried that I'm like, and I think they've been the expensive ones. Like my sister, or I guess he's my brother-in-law now, but my sister, when she got married, I was in the groomsmen party and he got everybody whiskey and it was like aged 8 years or something. So smooth. It was really good.
Well, I tell you what, we'll test that theory one day.
I'm down. I'm down. I want to break through that ceiling because, like I said, I'd love to like it. I would love to like it.
Listen, in 2017, I was a shooter. I was a whiskey shooter. That's what I thought you did with whiskey.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that.
But that's not true. That's not
really.
If you find good whiskey, it's not shooting whiskey. And so when I learned how to drink whiskey and what whiskeys to look for and why I liked them,
right,
it became a lot easier. And so now I enjoy it quite a bit. Man, nice. That was interesting. We just went from Thanksgiving to whiskey and all of the good things. Listen, if you like whiskey out there, if you're a fan, check us out, whiskeyuniv.com, Whiskey University. Get your degree in whiskey.
Oh yeah, you're a certified professor.
Yeah, I can teach you. I can teach you all about it. So,
first chug. No, I'm just kidding.
Justin, let's take a look at today's weather. What do you say?
Do it. There you go. All right. Weather today is brought to you by Possibly You. If you want to sponsor this segment, you can hit us up. We're on all socials. We're out and about in town. You can come grab us. Any way you want to do it. But today's weather is partly cloudy, 1% chance of rain. It's going to be nice today when it's hot. 37 is not too bad. It's funny. It's crazy, actually. Now I'm saying 37 is not that bad when a month ago I would have probably stayed home because it says it's going to be this cold.
Right.
But yeah, 65 high, lows 37, 37% humidity, UV index 3 out of 10. Bundle up, but you may need to shed a couple layers towards the middle of the day. I think if the sun's out, which it looks like it is, judging by outside, I think it's going to feel like 70 something. Don't you think, Chris? Which
I would hope so. I'll tell you, that's one of the things that I'm going to miss about not being in down there is because in Montgomery, it's always about 7 to 10 degrees warmer because obviously you're closer to the equator, right?
Really? Is that true?
So, yeah.
That's
the closer you get to the equator, that's why Florida is always warmer. That's why, it's
right. No, I know. I just thought equator was all talk. No, I'm just kidding.
It is. But like tomorrow it's going to be 70. Today it's going to be 69. And it's good. It's good football in the backyard weather.
It really is. It really is, man. Speaking of, a little off topic again, but I tried playing a pickup football game like 5 or 6 months ago, and it whooped my behind. I genuinely I exerted myself on 3, probably 4 plays, full go, and I hurt for multiple days after that.
I understand.
How sad is that?
I've been there.
Man,
I've been there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
it's
Not
like,
gonna
wow,
lie
I
to
used to
you.
do this all the time.
When I was around your age,
Mm-hmm.
I did the same thing about 10 years ago. I did a day where it was my brother and all of his buddies who were probably 4 or 5 years younger than me at the time,
Mm-hmm.
all went out and played a little pickup football, and I had a pretty good day. I had a
Right.
pretty
It
good day.
feels good in the moment.
But yeah, it was the next day. You don't you can feel it. You know you've been out there.
So much so where you're like, is this something else?
It's
Like,
brutal.
is there another problem? Because there's
It,
no way
it, and
that's it.
it's not. It's just that you're old now.
Yeah, it's the inability.
Congrats.
It must hit, for NFL players that play a long time in the NFL. It's got to hit them so quickly that they just can't do that anymore. Like, it's got to be 10 times worse than what we felt, because me, speaking for myself, I have always been sort of unathletic. So, like, I've always known this is probably going to cut off at some point in my life. It is here now. I can still spin it. But, if you're all-time QB, you get to stay in one spot. So,
I was a quarterback on one team. I was obviously I played the flats on defense, so I never run.
No, I feel exactly. I'm gonna be the safety. Just chill back there.
Let's take a look at traffic. What do you say? Traffic is brought to you by our friends at 50 Forward, Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. They're a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website at joinallofus.org/50 Forward. You see a multi-vehicle crash there on I-24 eastbound at Bell Road. They've got traffic's a little slow there, as you can see. Just zoom right in there. Just zoom on in. There you go.
Zoom.
The left-hand lane is blocked, so you'll have to go around that. But other than that, there was an off-ramp backup at exit 216 by the airport. That's always fun when the airport's backed up on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, seriously.
Other issues around the interstates, not much. 24 westbound going just past Pleasant View before you get to Clarksville. A little slow traffic, but other than that, pretty good the rest of the way. Other than that issue right there, see, you've got them. You've got them all.
Covered the bases, eh?
Yeah, all good in Columbia, all good in Lebanon, all good in Murfreesboro. And then there you can see the Bradley Parkway. That's the Dickerson Pike, where you need to get into the far left lane if you can, if you're heading that way.
Yeah, if you hear this, go now, left lane now.
That's right. And if you would, make sure to visit our friends, joinallofus.org/50 Forward, bringing you the traffic each and every day. Justin, let's take our first break of the day. And when we come back, top stories right here on Mornings on Main Street, Main Street Media TV. We'll be back after this.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links.
Hey, this is George Plaster, and I'm excited to announce that the second annual Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night is going to happen Monday, November the 28th at the Hermitage Strike and Spare. The 3 charities that will benefit are Last Minute Toy Store, Martha O'Brien Center and Stars, and our intention is to get them that money so it can do the most amount of good at Christmas time. Now, here's where I need your help. I need you to sign up to play in the most fun charity event you've ever been involved in. Imagine 64 foursomes with 64 sports personalities in the area. As a single player, it's $200. If you get a foursome, it's $800. And what I want you to do is reach out to me via email, plastergeorge@gmail.com, and we'll get you signed up and get you ready and raring to go. Again, that's plastergeorge@gmail.com for a night you will never forget.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
At Sumner Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
I'm Bart Durham.
I was sworn in as a lawyer in 1963, and I've been working as a lawyer since then.
We're a firm that does exclusively personal injury, a lot of tractor-trailer crashes. Insurance companies will open up their checkbooks when you force them to.
We have systems that work.
We get the most money for our clients in the shortest amount of time.
I'm Blair Durham. My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Welcome back into Mornings on Main Street. I'm Chris Yao, joined as always by Justin Kulik, and I'm glad to be back with you guys here on this Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve. Hope you guys are getting ready for a fantastic holiday with your family and friends. If you are having a Friendsgiving, good for you. It's always fun. I love Friendsgivings.
Yeah, they're hype.
They are, as long as everybody shows up. Otherwise, they're not fun.
Exactly, and brings a dish.
Yeah, please, if you're going to a Friendsgiving, please don't forget your dish.
Yeah, I always like to be the cup and plate guy.
See, we talked about that yesterday. Yep. Of course, if your family or friends ask you to bring the rolls, it means you can't cook.
Oh yeah, you were the one I was talking to about that.
Don't screw that up either. If you bring the rolls and you screw that up, you're bringing ice and cups next year.
Exactly, and don't bring a meal if you were told to just bring. Like don't like say this is the year where I show them that I can cook.
Oh,
and they're not going to eat it.
Absolutely. And rule number 3, don't experiment on Thanksgiving. Nobody wants cranberry relish.
Oh my God.
Nobody. Not a single.
You probably don't even like the person that made it.
No, you absolutely not. So yeah, don't experiment on Thanksgiving. That's rule number 3. So now that you have the 3 rules, let's give you today's top 3 stories.
I love
that segue.
That was great.
Former State Senator Brian Kelsey pleaded guilty to 2 federal charges of campaign finance conspiracy on Tuesday afternoon after previously saying he was, quote, totally innocent and decrying the charges against him as a, quote, political witch hunt. Kelsey, 44, was charged in October of 2021 while serving in the legislature on 5 counts of alleged campaign finance scheme during his failed 2016 bid for Congress. Kelsey was indicted with co-defendant Joshua Smith, who owns the Standard Club in Nashville. The indictment alleges that Smith and Kelsey orchestrated the movement of $91,000 in, quote, soft money, mostly from Kelsey's state campaign account, to the American Conservative Union, which then spent $80,000 in independent expenditures supporting Kelsey's bid. Both Kelsey and Smith had previously pleaded not guilty to all counts, and a trial had been set for January of 2023. Kelsey had maintained his innocence throughout the investigation, saying he welcomed any investigation. After his indictment last year, he called the charges a political witch hunt, saying the Biden administration is just trying to take me out because I'm conservative. Last month, Smith pleaded guilty to one charge of funneling soft money to Kelsey's congressional campaign and agreed to cooperate fully and truthfully with federal prosecutors. Shortly thereafter, Kelsey requested a hearing to change his previous not guilty plea. On Tuesday afternoon, he appeared before Judge Waverly Crenshaw and changed his plea to guilty to 2 counts: conspiracy to defraud the Federal Election Commission and accepting excessive campaign contributions. Kelsey, a Republican whose district included many areas of Memphis, answered questions from Crenshaw under oath, wearing a navy blue suit as he stood at the podium. He shared about his educational background and his family, including 9-week-old twin sons and a 3-year-old daughter. Kelsey faces up to 5 years in federal prison and 3 years of supervised release for each charge, along with fines of up to $250,000 for each charge. A sentencing hearing is scheduled for June of 2023, but Kelsey's attorneys indicated he would prefer to move up the date. He left the courthouse with his attorneys without making any statement, and despite the federal charges, Kelsey maintained his seat in the state legislature until earlier this month. He was first elected to the legislature in 2004. He did not run for re-election to the state senate. His term ended on November 8th. Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally said he appreciated Kelsey's willingness to take responsibility. Brian Kelsey has always been a friend and served the Senate well. McNally said in a statement, "I appreciate his willingness to take responsibility and accept punishment. I will be keeping he and his family in my prayers as he faces the consequences of his actions." So there you go.
Sounds like a lot of flip-flopping from the guy.
Well, it's pretty easy to say you're not guilty until, the guy who helped you pleads guilty.
Yeah, he's like, okay, well, maybe I did something.
I'm just saying. Oh man, how about this? Some Wilson County news for you folks out there. Highway 109 continues to evolve as new restaurants, shopping options, and residential developments change the layout of the area. Publix, the anchor of the Hickory Ridge Shopping Center, is expected to open Friday, December 16th. The grocery store and other retail businesses will occupy the more than 68,000 square foot facility without parcels. That will be occupied by Whataburger, Zaxby's, and Wash and Roll Car Wash. You going to go to any of those?
I will, just because, so 109 is kind of claimed by the Wilson Central kids, not the, Lebanon High people. They go past 109, but I don't really venture there that much. So I am hype and I will visit there, but it's just I can't claim it as the hometown thing.
But there's a Whataburger there.
There's a Whataburger there, so I'll be there. Well, they actually just got one in Lebanon as well.
Oh, well then, who cares?
Right? You know why they call it 100 or 109?
No, what's that?
It took them 109 tries to make it. That's a lie.
To get it right.
That's a lot.
That's good.
That's actually the 409. The cleaner. That's actually the real. That's really why they call it 409, because it took them 409 tries.
Oh, I was always wondering, because I like that Beach Boys song. She's real fine, my 409.
Yeah.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't. I do know the Beach Boys though. I'm a big fan of the beach. So.
Well, this will be Lebanon's second Publix location, and boy, we're just trying to get one here in Columbia. The other one is on West Main Street. We just want one. That's all we want.
You want to? What do y'all have? Y'all have a Kroger there or something?
We have 2 Krogers.
Love Kroger. Yeah.
Piggly Wiggly.
Hey.
Yeah, a Food Lion, an Aldi, and a Food Land.
Aldi, Aldi's slogan. I'm just on a bunch of lies today. Here we go. Aldi's groceries.
And nary a bag to be found.
Now you bag it. We're not gonna touch it.
Sorry, sucks to be you, I guess.
You got a quarter for the buggy?
Oh, I have an Aldi quarter. I keep it in my car. True story.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mexican food enthusiasts will have a new option for dining as Los Compadres opened its 3rd Lebanon location in September. Hey, the restaurant located at 401 Highway 109 North takes up about half of the 7,000 square foot building. The other half is Tequila Barrel Imports Gallery Gift Shop.
Wow, mouthful.
Yeah, it is. It is. Now, plans for Zaxby's. You're a big Zaxby's fan?
I do like Zaxby's, but I feel like you can only eat it when you're dining in, because for some reason the fries always get kind of soggy whenever it's to go.
Yeah.
It has humidity inside the box.
It is a lot of humidity. You have to open that box. You just have to leave it open, because otherwise it's just not good. It does. They get really really mushy, and nobody wants that.
Nobody.
Well, they're going to have a Zaxby's at the Hickory Ridge Shopping Center, and that'll come before the Planning Commission later this month. Let's see. Anything else going on there? No. They've got more apartments coming, though. So
it's a super busy exit, so it's probably going to get busier. Well, I mean, it definitely is.
Oh, it is now for sure.
Yeah.
And finally, we told you about this yesterday. That's my friend Frank. What's up, Frank? With his turkey hat on. That's the coolest hat, man.
That is a cool hat.
Well, Frank and Sasa Georgalos are getting ready for their 5th annual Thanksgiving meal giveaway. They'll be preparing more than 1,200 meals for anyone in need of a meal that day. They'll be doing it from noon until 3 on Thanksgiving Day. They're open to anyone. Delivery options are also available. They'll be delivering to my house here in Columbia. But, they said they're so happy to be able to do this event again after last year was so tough for everyone. Seeing the restaurant full of our caring volunteers and the families who just want to have company on Thanksgiving Day is such a blessing. They are a restaurant devoted to community service. They are always looking to serve Spring Hill and surrounding communities. They host spirit nights where a portion of proceeds go to local schools, ball teams, and other entities. But Frank and Sasa know exactly how important being good to the members of the community is. We really try to reach out to the community and find ways we can build relationships with those who need support here. Spring Hill is a very large community, and if we can help facilitate fundraising efforts through our reach as a restaurant, we want to do that as much as we can. Spring Hill recently reached the 50,000 citizens mark, according to the 2020 census, and the vast majority of those residents are not from Middle Tennessee, which means family can be hard to come by during the holiday season. If we can create an atmosphere of family through Thanksgiving meal and also provide those who are sick, working, or otherwise unable to spend time with family with a meal, we're going to do that. It consists of turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce, yams, sweet potato casserole, dinner rolls, and an assortment of pies to choose from. So if you would like delivery, contact the restaurant 615-302-4808 or send a message through Facebook.
Very nice.
Very nice. Frank kills me, man. I love it. He's such a good dude. And
seems like it. I mean, yeah, based off the turkey giveaway and that hat. Love that hat.
The hat's killer. That's going to do it for your top 3 stories today. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, speaking of food, a taste of Nashville.
There you go.
Show you a little bit from our most recent. This is the most recent Taste of Nashville that aired on Sunday. Is that correct?
This is correct.
And if you want to watch the whole thing, you can always watch it on Main Street Media TV, where it is archived. So,
there you go.
There you go. We'll take a break, come back with a segment, an excerpt, if you will, of Taste of Nashville right here on Mornings on Main Street Media TV. Stick around.
When I made the decision to host the Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night, Strike and Spare is where I turned. And what a wise decision that turned out to be. They have 5 locations in our area with family attractions. They're perfect for birthdays, groups and corporate outings, and holiday parties. For more info, it's simple. Go to strikeandspare.com.
A man was critically injured following a crash early Friday morning. Officers at the scene said the victim was driving a pickup truck when he lost control of the vehicle. The pickup veered left and went into a ditch. A front seat passenger was wearing a seatbelt and escaped the crash without injury. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the truck. He died at the scene. Law enforcement writes tickets to save lives.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Christmas for Kids is back at the Ryman this November 21st. Christmas for Kids provides children with shopping sprees, coats, and unforgettable experiences every year. This annual fundraising concert helps bring that experience to more kids. This year is hosted by Phil Vassar and includes Chris Young. The frontmen, which is Richie McDonald, formerly of Lone Star, Larry Stewart of Restless Heart, Tim Rushlow, formerly of Little Texas, Essex County, and a whole lot more. Christmas for Kids, November 21st. To purchase tickets, go right now to Ryman.com.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Hit After Hit has become the baseball store in Tennessee. They have over 1,000 different models of gloves and over 1,500 wood bats. They also have several Iron Mike pitching machines as well as a Hit Tracks machine. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. We're proud to call Hit After Hit the official shirt provider of the Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night.
Welcome in, everybody. I'm Devin O'Day. It's time for Mornings on Main Street, Taste of Nashville. John Dwyer.
In the house, how are you?
You look good.
I was this close to wearing, I have a burgundy tuxedo thing, and I should have, typically when I was doing the morning news, I would call the co-anchor and say, what are you wearing? Because we don't want to clash. I should have texted you or called. I'm so sorry. Epic fail on my part.
No, it's not.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you look
and
beautiful.
Happy holidays to you.
You know, if you'd called me earlier to find out what I was wearing, literally on the way in, someone was helping me get hay off my butt.
Okay.
I mean, I am on a farm, so I never know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that the person in charge of doing that did a fine job.
Thank you. I have no hay.
You are hayless. I don't know. We probably should move on.
I know, we should. It actually was our production coordinator, Mona Bagsby, who helped me. I said, I'm a ride or die. Check me for hay. Check me for hay. But you know what we got? We've got food. You know, when you go to banquets in Nashville, you host a lot of things. I host a lot of things. Banquet food is always the same thing at many places.
It's a little
piece of chicken,
pretty generic. Always chicken,
beans,
always protein, green
beans, and some kind of potato.
Right, that's it.
Okay, when you come to the Omni,
whole different deal.
Oh my
Next
gosh.
level.
Let's talk banquets.
Level
Let's
above
talk.
level. Yeah.
Chef Carl is here. Chef Kyle is here.
Good afternoon.
And you are in charge of banquets here at the Omni?
Yes, I'm executive chef.
Don't eat the mic, but I mean not
Get
literally,
closer.
but I would get closer there.
I am in charge of all the banquets that happen, which is a lot in Omni Nashville.
This is the most unusual, beautiful food ever. I mean, first of all, you eat with your eyes first.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about what we have here.
Sure. And all this is after our 2023 menu, so our upcoming menu. So 2 appetizers here, both cold. This is our shrimp and crab ceviche with a plantain chip and fresh avocado. And then for the vegans, we actually have a cauliflower ceviche, which is a pickled cauliflower that we char with a little bit of Taijin and treat it just like a ceviche, but it's for the vegans. It's vegan friendly.
The vegans, because the vegans do come to Nashville.
Correct. And on the opposite end of the spectrum,
Oh my God.
we have our slow roasted braised pork belly bao bun.
This, I don't know if the camera will do it justice, but this is phenomenal.
So this is our plate up. This is a plate up that we actually do. We're actually doing one this weekend for 800. But this is on our new menu. This is a braised short rib with short rib braising liquid. It's a plantain Yukon mashed potato. It's braised shrimp with rosemary and a little bit of rosemary and confit tomato, charred squash, charred butternut squash. It's absolutely fantastic.
It's just different. Tell us a little bit about the size of banquets that you've prepared for.
So we prepare, our covers are typically, since January of 3rd of this year to November, we've done 53,855 breakfast covers. We've also done 57,125 lunch, and then 22,465 dinners, which is a total of 133,445.
That's like the Titan Stadium twice.
Correct.
But having to do
bigger than
a
the
meal,
Tennessee Volunteer Stadium.
Well, better yet. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's like Bristol Motor Speedway.
Exactly.
You want to keep going.
Exactly.
You want to name other venues. No, we're good. Okay, no, that's a lot of things, and everyone has to be quality.
Every single one has to be exactly the same with a high-end quality. Absolutely.
This was so pretty. Do you have a lot of people taking pictures of the food when it first arrives? I mean, we food selfies are like
who
the
does
thing.
that?
Yeah. We just did.
Everybody does. Yeah, we just did.
Yeah, we definitely do, and I think we pride ourselves in the banquet operation to go above and beyond, and not do the box theme. You know, not just take out of the box. Actually, make the food. Everything we do here, we make in-house. We braise our own short ribs. We season them with salt and pepper for 3 days out, so they form a pellicule around the meat, so they sear all nice. We do every little step.
And it takes, obviously, you're the chef and you get the cool uniform and all that, but it takes, it's more than you. It takes an army to do this, and it has to be all coordinated, and there's a lot of teamwork involved.
Absolutely. We have to stay very organized. We're a 3-day prep list out. If we don't stay 3-day prep list out, you're not going to see this amazing food. And we get to do this amazing food because we are so well organized. And we have an amazing staff here. I have some amazing sous chefs. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys. Yeah, for real.
When people come in for the holidays, do you have any big groups that are coming in during the holiday season where you have to prepare holiday meals?
Absolutely. We have a lot of sports teams, different corporate events that we have. We prepare holiday meals. We actually have holiday menus we prepare for Christmas, Thanksgiving, things like that. So we're absolutely prepared to accept bigger holiday parties with the traditional holiday themes.
What's your background?
My background, I'm from Virginia originally. I was a head chef I used to own a catering company for a little bit. I was a head chef at a seafood restaurant for 7 years. Stopped doing that for a little bit, opened up a greenhouse and sold microgreens to Richmond, and then got on task force from Omni. Met David Harker, who is our corporate chef here at Nashville at that point.
Him, yeah.
And he got me on here, and I've been here for 8 years.
Oh, I wondered if you had a real seafood background, and I'm going because you, a Louisiana girl, you got the seafood thing down. I said, oh my goodness, Shaq, this is looking good.
A couple of fun facts we have about the quantities that we actually do in banquets. Just for our sliced fruit, for our breakfasts and things, we go over 50,000 pounds yearly. That equals over 7 Predator Zambonis just in 1 year.
Did not know that was a measuring stick, but
Yes,
that is
the Zamboni
now
cup.
I
We
think
had
of
it
it.
right
No.
here.
And we're world famous for our biscuits. So we make all of our biscuits in-house, 80,000 per year. If you stack them end to end, it's 40 Titans football fields.
Oh my goodness.
That is impressive. You've spent way too much time trying to figure out ways to quantify. This is very impressive. And this is now when you say this is 2023, will people get these starting now? I mean, are you going to try?
You're
it?
more than welcome to ask for these now. We're more than, like I said, we do have an 800-person party that's actually getting that exact dish, that short rib and shrimp dish. So we are currently doing that, and we only have about a month and a half left to this year. So yes, absolutely.
Incredible. So anybody that's looking to plan, I always say that there's somebody watching somewhere in the world, and they're watching this going, we were thinking about coming to Nashville and having our convention here. The Omni is a great place for that because the food, there's nothing ordinary about the food at the Omni.
No. Ever changing.
Oh my goodness. Well, incredible. Chef Kyle, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your effort today. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we're going to take a bite or two or three.
This show tells you all the things coming up in Nashville and the fun things to do. Going into the holiday season, we are busy. So stay tuned. We've got more stuff for you to do coming up on Taste of Net.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps is, we've been doing this for a long time now. And I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So, whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're going to have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email Eric at rockcastlewealth.com.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor-trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor-trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor-trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Oh, what a day it is here in Middle Tennessee. Coming to you on Mornings on Main Street. I'm Chris Yao, joined as always by Justin Kulik. As you take a look at Broadway and 2nd Avenue, 10 till 11 is the time, and it is 37 degrees outside. I love this view. This is one of my favorite views because you got the old school sign on the left. You got the cool mural on the right with the paint guy.
Yes. Have you ever been into that where the old signs are? Have you been inside that place?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's awesome.
Nashville Underground, right?
I believe so. I'm actually not too sure. Last Titans game I went to, I guess it was last week, right? Or when we played the Broncos. I went into that place because Acme was closed, and then they have a bowling alley.
Yeah.
But it's like the cutest bowling alley.
Yeah, it's not like you go into a bowling alley. Like it's just like
it's like you can bowl a little bit if you want. Like you're not gonna train there. You know
well, I guess It's really for drunk people though. Justin. I mean, it's Broadway.
Throw it. Yeah, exactly.
Everyone gets bumpers there.
Speaking of bowling, I'll be on the Main Street Media team for George Plaster's bowling night.
Oh, look at you. When is that? Next week?
Yeah, the 28th.
How about that? Next Monday night.
I'm not incredibly sure why I got recruited, but I got recruited, so here we are.
Is please tell me Casey Patrick is on this team.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Okay. I was gonna say if we don't have Casey Patrick on the team, what are we even doing?
Seriously, he's like the coach at Creekwood, right?
He's the Creekwood bowling coach. Yeah.
So yeah,
he's legit.
We got the homie for sure.
Oh man, let's take a look at today's National Calendar Day.
Let's do it.
Let's see, what do we got? Oh, National Jukebox Day. Are you a jukebox hero?
I want to be. I aspire to be.
It's one of my favorite bands, Foreigner.
Jukebox hero. I wonder how it got its name, jukebox, because juke is a athletic move by an athlete.
Never heard of juke joints?
Nope. What
You're
are they?
so young.
You hang out with people listening to Beach Boys and juke joints. They're Chris.
I don't think the Beach Boys were played in juke joints, but
sounds
like juke joints were, they're the bars and the clubs of the day, and so typically you had bands, but then the juke joints started putting in these music boxes, and you could kind of play anything you wanted to hear, and so jukebox. There you go. I don't really know how you celebrate National Jukebox Day, but
yeah, I don't really know of a lot of jukeboxes except for in bowling alleys, actually.
Yeah, Waffle House, man. Duh.
Johnny Rockets in Opry Mills.
Johnny Rockets does have one. Yeah, but the Waffle House jukeboxes are the coolest because they have songs about Waffle House on them.
Do they? I haven't been to a Waffle House in so long.
Love a Waffle House. 2 in the morning.
Oh, absolutely.
You're on a Waffle House song, Waffle House Fire. It's a good one.
Fantastic to watch them do their thing too. Like we're gonna need 3 eggs on the skinny or whatever.
they just rattle stuff off, and how the cooks remember it. Heck, if I
hear it. Yeah.
Pull 2 bacon.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have an X on the floor. You have to stand.
What'd you say?
You have to stand in a certain spot if you're calling out an order.
Right. Oh, you do? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
like if you go the next time you go into and look on the floor, you'll see a little X, and that's where the servers stand when they call out the orders.
Can you do I'm trying to think of a funny line or turn of phrase that they use, but I can't think of any. Can I get 2 eggs on the Jimmy with the let it slide? No, I can't do it.
It's one of the things that I love about Waffle House is that, when they the menu that's like at the table.
Yes.
That's not their menu.
It's not.
It's their favorites menu.
Oh.
They have the longest menu I've ever
It's
seen.
big. I do remember that. Absolutely.
And yeah, so that's why they give you the favorites menu. So you only have 8 things to choose from, but you can literally get so many things at Waffle House.
I've noticed that that's the case for Steak and Shake, like diner type places. They have such a big menu. Always, usually.
Really weird because, it's like, why? Why do you have so many things on the menu?
Right, like we're good with, I'm not expecting.
You're a Waffle House. Just do waffles.
Exactly, and yeah, and eggs if you can.
What else is it today?
Let's see.
National Taiwan On Day.
Taiwan On. There we go.
Now this is not what.
Like an apron?
It's an apron, and basically it's like baking or something. Like when I read up on what this means, it was, tying on an apron and baking and something another. I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, that's not what Taiwan On means to me.
Yeah, it looks like first of all, it looks like he's about to weld something. With that apron.
That is a really interesting apron, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a very manly apron.
And he's not even in the kitchen. So I don't
know.
No,
he's in the office.
What he's doing with that thing. He's looking at whatever he's about to use or whatever. I don't know what he's about to do with that apron. But
This is the most awkward picture I've ever
I know. He's like, he's focused. He's wow. And he doesn't have anybody there. I don't know. It's like a Dexter thing. This is giving me Dexter.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. 100%. Did you watch all of Dexter?
I do.
Have you watched the new season?
No, I haven't. So I only got to season 4 when it, the original airing, because it just kind of hit a lull for me.
The final season is so worth it, though.
Is it?
Yeah, it was worth getting through to the final season.
The final season being the most recent?
No.
Oh.
The one that we thought was the series finale.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give it another shot then.
I mean, just it's worth it. It is kind of rough, like, because it's like, okay,
right.
This whole storyline has really gotten out of hand. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah. It's just like, is he going to get caught? Is he not? What are we doing?
And you obviously know he's not, because there's more seasons.
Exactly.
So it kind of ruins it.
Binge watching jobs.
That's one of the things I loved about Game of Thrones.
So
everyone was available to be killed at any point.
You could get it, and you could get it. No, I want to watch it. It's just a lot. It's so much, man.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
I only watched like the first 3 seasons.
Really?
I was done after, like, I watched the Red Wedding, and then I was like, this is whatever.
Because it kind of just like starts over, right?
Yeah, kind of. It's just weird. But boy, the first season, oof.
Crazy. Well, I can't get past that Joffrey guy. I hate him so much. He's too good at his role, because he's the worst.
Definitely top 5 characters you love to hate.
Man, I mean, genuinely, like, that guy had to have a hard time being just a human, like going grocery shopping, because people had to hate him. Which I know he's not like that in real life, I'm sure. I mean, who could be, really?
I think we need to write that down. But most hated TV characters are
that's a good characters. One. Yep. Oh yeah, we didn't even do our last one, which was best something.
Slogans.
I'm doing it again. I'm gonna email you right now. What was it? Best
best most hated TV characters.
Hated TV.
See, we're thinking of, we got all the great stuff here on Mornings on Main Street, and you can catch Justin and I on Main Street Sports Today at 2:00 every Tuesday. We do a top 5, and sometimes it comes up here.
Exactly. This is the think tank.
This is the think tank. It is. Well, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us here. We will be off tomorrow. It is Thanksgiving, so please enjoy your families. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us again. Hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday with your family and friends. Justin, until 2:00.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Y'all have a great Thanksgiving, and I will see you later, Chris.
See you.